If any problem, give me a call. Okay.
Okay. आ जाओ ना भाई। Janavi, I pinged Ramesh. Once he responded, right? We can continue.
Okay.
Hi, Ramesh. Now you can able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Success factors. Okay, I just logged into success factor system. Uh, so have you seen this system like previously or any in any of the companies or else your company using this success factor system or not?
No.
Oh, no, right? Okay. So recently the UI got changed for this demo system and all. So earlier I used to see different system. I mean this different UI. So there is a small upgrade has happened to the success factor system. Okay. On employee profile onboarding. Recruiting. Okay. Actually, this is the success factors UI. So where we will maintain the employee records and all. Okay. The data generally maintained in this system. Okay. So here, right. So as the integration perspective, right? So first I will open some employee data so that we can see what is the how we can see the employee data and all from the success factor system. Okay. So earlier we used to discuss with about the compound employee API, right? So if I open the payloads from my system, 1 minute now. So these are the data okay, from the start day of our course. So we used to deal with this compound employee API only, right? Okay. So this employee compound employee API is available in SuccessFactors system. So what exactly the compound employee API? So what is OData API? So when to go for what? So how we can check the employee profile in the SuccessFactors system. So so that and all you can see today. Okay. Okay, so instead of that, randomly I'm taking one employee. Okay, uh, I will go with Jacobs. Okay, so see, the moment when I entered employee name or employee number, I can able to search for. I mean, I can able to get the employee details. Okay, so to access this system right in real time, we should have the SuccessFactor URLs with the dedicated username and password. Okay. So in real time, might be they won't provide the edit accesses for us, uh, but we can view the data. See, for this employee, so this is how the data is maintained. So on the document, under the documents, currently there is nothing has uploaded. So the moment when you click on this personal info, right? So you know the personal information which is available in Compound Employee API as well. I will open that one. See, from compound employee, we are querying this person, address information, and now I will open the old one. So where we used to query entire data. See, so for this employee, so we used to query personal information. So under personal information, what are the details that we can able to get from the compound employees? These are the details, okay? Like formal first name, formal name, gender, and marital status, nationality, okay, language. preferred name, salutation, and start date and all that cannot be viewed, but these are the information that we will be receiving from the compound employee. So how to check the start date also will explain it to you. Okay. So if I open the success factor system, right? So the moment when you click on this personal info, so you can able to see these are the data is available in the success factor system, like first name, last name, salutation, what is the gender, what is the marital status. So the moment when I click on view all, right, so there are some additional fields which are available, like nationality and preferred language. Okay, so I will come back now. Okay, the moment when I click on this clock symbol, right, you can see the entire historic data of that employee. So how many times his personal information got changed. So from when to when uh, his personal information is effective. Please remember the term like effective date. So it, which is very important. So we will use this effective date in our queries and all. So it has a very deep meaning. Okay. So we'll see that one, what exactly the effective date is. So for now, I will close this one, this personal information. So now I will go with some additional information. See, now I will go with the job information. So under job information, so what are the details that we are getting from compound employee API, like business unit, company territory code, cost center, okay, and division, department, events, okay. And these are the information that we will be getting, right? Like job title. So I'm spelling out like the important one, which are standard for any of the company. So these are the fields is standard. Like the moment, I mean, if you go into different company also, if you are working in success factor integration, these are the SAP standard fields, I would say, okay, which never going to be changed. Okay, these are the fields we will be getting from the compound employee, like pay scale, area, type, and all. So that and all we can view here as well. See, the moment when I click on job info, right? So I can able to see his position, company, business unit, division, department. So supervisor in the sense his manager, job classification, job title, grade, regular slash temporary, something that they have added here. So HR manager is Tessa Walker, and employment details like when he hired. So first day worked, okay, original start date, sanitary date, and contingent worker or not. So contingent worker means like a contractor. If it is contingent worker is no means he is a permanent employee. Okay. And job description. What is his job code? Like username, okay, first name and last name. Again, we are getting in the job description and all. So likewise, we have compensation as well. See, currently he is getting this much amount in USD as his salary. Okay. And time management, it is like a completely different model, like where we can apply the leaves. Okay. And this also we can maintain. If you have any expenses, like if that company is providing rates, if you do some purchases and all, so if you upload that sheet, I mean that base, I mean slip and all, like, so we will be getting some rewards back, right? So that and all also can be managed here. Okay. So time management, like applying the leaves and all, that also can be possible from the success factor system. So few of the companies using this success factor only in order to maintain the time data. So you can submit your time sheet as well in success factor. And benefits, payroll, talent, succession. So likewise, we have many things here. So mostly we will deal with this personal info. So currently address information for this employee I couldn't able to see. So I will go with some other employee. So where we can see so we'll go with this employee. This one also doesn't have any Watson. Personal job compensation. Okay, don't know why for the few of the employees they haven't maintained the address information uh, that we cannot able to see. Don't know with the permission issue as well for the new upgrade. Okay. Likewise, we will be having some address information as well here. Okay, under address information, you can view the where exactly is located and all. So currently we are unable to see this one. I don't know where exactly that they have maintained. So, but in the UI, I cannot able to see that one. Okay. Uh, any questions on this part? We haven't discussed anything technically, so it is like checking the employee data. So the moment when you query, right? So whatever the employee data that you are receiving into our integration is correct or not. So by coming to by so we need to in order to verify, right? So after the querying the data and transforming the data to the client system and all, if something is not coming in, I mean going into the target system and all, so that you can verify the data is maintained in the success factor system. Okay, contact it is there. Okay, national ID is there. See, okay. Under personal information only, again we have like personal information, biological information and address. Address is also available here. So in the same tile only, I can able to see everything now. See, address one, address two. The moment when I click on view all, right, so I might get postal code and the city as well. And these are the information that we are receiving in the in between address information. Okay, in address information also there are some types. Address type. See, home address or uh, office address, some kind of types of address will be available in the success factor system. So whatever the data that they have maintained, so we will be getting that one. Okay, some cases we will be getting the requirements like client requires only address information, that to type as home address only they require. They don't want other than home address. If some employees doesn't maintain home address in the success factor system, during that case, we should not send any data to the client. Okay. And phone address, phone information also the same. Business and personal phone numbers will be available. So most of the cases, client will ask about the business phone type only. Okay. If the employee has business phone number, then only send the phone number. Otherwise, don't send it. In the email also same. Email type as business email and personal email. There will be two types of emails available in the success factor system. So either they request us like the business email or phone or personal email. Okay, type. So currently, I guess for this employee, they have maintained everything as a business only. That is the reason we can able to see only one name. I mean, only one type. And employment, since we are querying the job information, we will be getting the employment information as well. So whatever the screen that I am seeing, showing you here, whatever the data that I am showing you here, completely different. So just concentrate on the fields that we are getting. Okay. So once we understand the what exactly the data that they have maintained here, So, and next step is we will connect our success factor system to CI. That connectivity I will show it to you. Okay. Okay. Once we can able to access this system in our CI, then only we can fetch this informations and all. That connectivity we will show. So before that, I just want to show you people like how we need to check, verify the data once we receive the data into from success factor to CI. Okay. So up to here it is clear, right? So what is personal data? So under personal data, what are the things that we can able to see? And what is job information and what is compensation? So what are in each step, so what exactly the data that they have maintained, they in the sense success factor team here. Okay, these and all not our work. So I mean, so whatever the data maintenance and all is not our work as an integration developer. So for us is to check, view the data. This data will be maintained by success factor system, success factor people. Okay, not from us. Most of the cases, the screen will be handled by the HRs only. Okay, the data maintenance will be handled by the HRs, company HRs only. So in order to access this UI, right, in the background, some logic has to be written. Okay, that logic will be handled by dedicated success factor team. Okay, they will maintain some rules in the background and all that we cannot view here. Hmm. So this is on high level about the success factor system. Uh, so anything you want to know here? Now I will go with some technical part. What exactly we need to check in success factor system only. So how to check the APIs available in success factor system? What are the APIs available? So how many types are there? So that and all we will discuss. Uh, any questions till now?
No.
Okay. Okay. So now I will go into the home page of success factor system. Now we will discuss about the APIs available in the success factor. Okay. So there are two types of APIs. This is our work only. Success factor team may not know this and all. See, remember this too. I will share in the chat. See, there are two APIs in success factor, that is OData API, data dictionary, and SF API, data dictionary. So what is SF API data dictionary? That we will see now. Okay. So the moment when I click on SF API data dictionary, right, it is navigated to the admin center. Under admin center, I can access this SF API data dictionary. Okay. SF API data dictionary is deprecated as of August 1st, 2018. Please use OData for new developments and consider moving your legacy application and integration to OData. For more information, please refer to help portal. They are saying that SF API data dictionary is deprecated. not in use. See, these are the APIs that they have created, but SAP is suggesting us not to use this APIs and all. Okay, see, they have created huge number of APIs here. Whatever the names that you are seeing, right, it is a dedicated API which the SAP has already created. But after 2018, they are suggesting us to go with the OData API. They are they are saying that don't use this SF API data dictionary and all. If you observe, right, in this screen, almost every API is deprecated. So this is the last page. I can see uh, user, everything is deprecated. There is one API, but which is not deprecated. Compound employee. Okay, I will expand this one. The moment when I expand the compound employee API, right? So I can see what are the fields available under the compound employee along with the XPath and its data type, everything. See, person ID, what is his data type, label name, maximum length, whether pick list ID is available or not. So what is pick list, that I will cover in future classes. Okay. So pick list in the sense on high level, I will explain it to you. It is a kind of check table. So, okay. In ABAP, we have that concept called check table, right? So I will go with simple example now. Okay. Uh, okay. So we all from India only. So there are people who belongs to Andhra, Telangana, and Maharashtra or different states and all, like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and all, right? So the people who belongs to India, uh, so currently how many states we have? 29 or 30? I don't know, but I guess it is 29 only. So I will go with the number 29. Okay. So the people from India can select only 29 states only. Okay. They cannot create the 30th state and select that one. That is correct, no? So so during that time, so we will be having the checkbox, right? I mean, so there will be some options. From that options only, we can select any of the state. So in the similar way, yeah, pick list also the same only. Like so, there will be a drop down. From the drop down only, you can able to select which is already available in success factor system. You cannot create it. So for example, so first name and last name. So whatever the data that you will enter in success factor system, it will take, because there won't be any validations and all. Whereas the moment when you click on any field, for example, I will go with the gender. So there will be a and in general, there will be three genders like male, female, or and others. Okay. So other than this one, companies may won't accept fourth gender and all. Okay. So in general, we will be having three genders only, right? So SAP has, I mean, in SuccessFactors system, SuccessFactor team, dedicated team, will may write some conditions saying that so any of the employee can select either male, female, or others. That's it. So they cannot go with some other than the three genders and all. Okay. So that kind of validation will be available. So those record will be maintained in the pick list. Okay, so we will cover this topic in more detail the moment when you query the data. We can query the pick list as well. Okay. In success factor, right? So currently the moment when I open this one, right, I will open one of the employee data here. Okay, here only I can show you to people. So the moment when I open the job information, right, there is a field called department. Under department, you will receiving one number, right? We don't know what is the meaning of this number. Okay. But in success factor system, if they maintain any pick list, right? So for this number, they really a dedicated meaning that has written in the success factor. They have uploaded somewhere. So that full form we are not receiving here. We are receiving the external code of that one. But this external code has some name that will be maintained in the pick list test and all. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of I will explain in more detail about this one. Like it is kind of check table you can say. So where we will be having some drop downs from the drop downs only you can able to select. And for few of the fields, their pick list will be available, but there won't be any drop downs. That is also be possible. Okay, it's all about the uh, logic that success factor team has written, and they have whatever the configuration that they will maintain, right? It's all about their configurations. So that configurations we cannot handle in our CI system and all. So whatever the configuration that they have done, so we need to check with them. Based on that, we need to proceed with the logic. Okay, there will be some dependency with the success factor team people. Okay, we need to understand how they in which entity that they have maintained the data. So in compound employee, right, you cannot get every information, whatever. So whatever the data that they will maintain in the success factor system, right, you cannot get every information in the compound employee. So there is a dedicated OData APIs available in success factor. We need to query them. So So how to match that OData API to compound employee? So those are the topics we will cover in future. Just remember the topics, that's it. See, if you observe right, you know right, this one, compound employee API is still not deprecated. This is the only API which is still available in SAP API data dictionary. In future, SAP might deprecate this API as well. Okay, they might deprecate this. But this support, so the API, right, this compound employee will support lot many things and all. That is the reason SAP is not yet replicated this API. It is like kind of very powerful API where you can get the entire data of this employee data into CI and all, and it will support like a query mode and queries and all. So what is query mode? What is query? So what is delta records? What is full load records? That and all we will cover. Okay. Go into the drop down. See, under person, we have custom double eight. Custom in the sense, custom field which is created by the success factor team people. There will in real time, we will see like huge number of custom fields in the compound employee API. Each employee might have 500 fields. See these many fields. So if you observe right, clear XPath we can see. Under person, personal information, this is AUT. AUT is in the, there is a dedicated country. Okay. AUT is dedicated country here. BEL is dedicated country here. BED is dedicated country here. Every country has their own personal information. Under that personal information, again, they have custom field. Whenever you are dealing with success factor system, right? So there will be huge number of employees belongs to different countries as well. Okay, each country has their own specification, and based on that, we need to write the logics and all. Belgium, this is Canada, Chile. These are the filter condition that we already written. If you remember Chile, China, USA, Canada, CZ, CZ, DUG, C. See there, likewise, we have huge data. Still personal information only I can see. I will minimize this one more. So there are lot many options here. I cannot zoom in and can show you to you all the fields and all. So uh, from your side, please request Mahesh sir, na? So in order to get this access, okay, so that you can view the employee data clearly, and so you will be very familiar with the success factor system. Okay, so the reason why I am saying this one, na, so whatever the interfaces that we have, I have created. Uh, so so I want you to do all the interfaces which I already did. So the requirements and all I will provide it to you. If you have the success factor system with you, right? So you can view the data and you can play with this system. Whatever you want, you can do because it is a completely demo system. Okay, if you want to purchase this system, right, monthly, I guess my SR is paying like 2000 rupees. So instead of paying, right, you can request him to get the access. I don't know whether he will provide or not. Uh, check with him once. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions, Ramesh here?
Per user, 2000 rupees.
Yes. If you request Mahesh sir, I guess you won't, we no need to pay. But if you want to buy this purchase success factor, right? Mahesh sir informed me that to get this access, he has to pay monthly 2000 rupees.
Okay.
For us, I guess it is not required. Uh, you can request since we already have the data. So the only problem here is we have very less number of accounts here. I guess he has two or three. That's it. The moment since I am handling this UI right now, other people cannot able to access my UI. This is uh, I mean so one of my colleague is there. Okay, she is dealing with the success factor training and all. So most of the cases she won't provide the training at uh, Saturdays and Sundays. I requested her saying that I want this success factor system for 2 days. During that time, you won't open like that. I informed her. Okay, so that is the reason I can have access this success factor system very freely. So if she comes in right, uh, I might lose this access. Okay,
Okay.
and Mahesh sir has given one more user as well for me. Okay, in today's class, since I already create some of the authentications and all, I don't want to go with some other user. Since no one is using this user, so I want to go with this user only. Okay, but I have two other users as well to log into the success factor system. Mm, okay, this is about the SF API. So in future, it might deprecate it. So and they will deprecate this API once they can found another OData API which can control whatever the things that compound employee API can do. Otherwise, till then they won't deprecate this API. That is what I have seen in the many blogs. Okay, even though this SAP is saying that in future this will be deprecated. So my seniors, I mean, not only the seniors, like high level managers and all using the compound employee API only. So our work will be very easier when you use the compound employee API. So when you go with the OData API, right, you have to write some more logics and all in order to handle that one. In few cases, it won't work. That compound, I mean, sorry, OData API in some cases might not work. So in order to make it work right, some additional filters and additional R conditions and conditions and all we need to write. So we need to test the OData API thoroughly so that we won't receive the errors and all. Not only the errors, it's about the complete business scenario as well. Okay, how to fetch the delta record, how to fetch the effective data records. So from OData, I feel personally bit difficult. Whereas from the compound employee IT, right, it is very easy only. Okay. Mm, This is about the compound employee API. And the moment when you query the compound employee API, right, so you will know how the structure look like and all. Okay, we will be getting the person and a person address, personal information, job information, employment, compensation, national ID. So these are the nodes that we are receiving into SuccessFactors from SuccessFactor to CA cloud integration. Don't call this our course as a CPI. Okay. Now onwards, like you please remember our course as CA only. Okay, cloud integration. It's no more CPI. Not now. It's like it's happened like 2 years back only. Mm, Any questions on this SF API data dictionary? So I just want to show you that view, I mean UI of this APIs and all. So right now we haven't done any technical things. Okay, so this is about the SF API data dictionary. Now I will go with data API data dictionary. Is my voice is clear for you people?
Yes.
Okay. So which one is better, like today's class or previous classes? It's related to the voice that you are receiving and all, or both are same.
I think it's a little bit clarity. Like
Now you can, okay,
now it's much more better. So earlier we have to, listen very carefully. Voice
okay,
was
okay.
slow, but
Now it's better, na?
it's better. So that's what I feel.
Okay, okay, okay. So earlier, like I won't use headsets and all. So today I'm using.
Okay. Great.
Okay, now onwards I will go with the headset only in order to take the class so that you can hear my voice bit better. Okay,
Some because there's some. If you really wanted to hear, only you will hear. Otherwise, you.
okay,
It was very slow mode actually.
okay, okay. Now onwards I will go with the headset only so that you people can hear my voice very clearly. Okay. Mm, so it's all about SFAP data dictionary. And so the please remember now this SFAPI data dictionary, we have only one API which is still not deprecated, that is compound employee API. So in future it may deprecated, okay. And is the moment when they will deprecate now. So they means here SAP. So whatever the functionalities that is this compound employee is providing currently, if they can match with the OData API, then only they will deprecate. Otherwise they won't. Okay, it will do our work easier. Like in order to get the change records from the success factor system, right? If you go with the compound employee API,
Mhm.
so whatever the query that we need to write in CI, that
Mhm.
would be very easier. Whereas this OData API, right, it is a bit headache and all,
Mhm.
huge headaches. I have seen one of my senior has gone with the so when I was completely fresher, you can imagine like I just learned CPI for 3 to 4 days. That's it. The next Monday, I have assigned to the new project. Okay. During the time, one of my senior used OData API. During the time, I don't even know what is OData API, and I don't even know what is Compound Employee API. So that is how my training went in my companies and all. So we don't have any proper training. So they used to assign into the project, and I have received some issue like the client is not receiving some employees and all.
Hmm.
Okay, during that time, I don't know what exactly the query that they are writing. So for us, right, whatever the training that they have provided is like they will show the screen, they will create some package, they will show like uh, this message mapping they explained, and content modifier, one mail adapter. That's it. Our training is completed. That is how they treated us. After that, they have assigned into a projects and all. So where we got the success factor access and CPI accesses and all. So the moment when we assign into the project, right, every people has received different issues and all. During that time, whatever, so the my issue was like they are so the development my I mean not my senior like they are from onshore team. Okay, that they have developed the interfaces. So that person is leaving our company during that time. So whatever the project that they handled is is came to my team members. So that too, my manager assigned that project to me because it will be having only 50% of work only. Okay, not huge work. During that time, so client is keep on informing us like we are not receiving some employees into our system and all. Okay, I don't know what is the logic that they have written under. During that time, to be frank, I don't even know CPI, cloud integration. We just had like 3 to 4 days of training, and so in order to deploy and view the screen also, we will be fearing and all. Like we do. So what will happen if I open this package and all? We don't know. Okay. During that time, I need to handle one issue, and they have gone with the OData API. Okay. So currently I don't have that interfaces and all. So they have written that query. It's almost like they are fetching uh, more than 70 fields, I guess. So the query is like if I open a notepad, right? If I put that query in the my screen, right? My screen will be filled with that query only. That big query that they have written. Okay. Whereas if you go, so the same requirement, if you achieve the same requirement with the compound employee API, right? It will be very easy only. I don't know the reason behind why they have directly went to the OData API, which cannot solve entire business requirements and all, even though they have gone with the OData API only. So during that time, we tried to resolve that issue. Okay. Even though we resolve the issue, like client after some days, they will come up with some other issue saying that still we are not receiving few of the employee. Due to some test case, it is failing. I mean, it is keep on failing. I'm not failing. So they are not receiving the few of the employees for few cases only. Consider on deep level, I will go with the example with the payload only. Okay. So likewise, we will be having huge number of fields, right? So for every field, in order to get the delta records from the OData API, we need to write the last modifier greater than last 100. So just remember the condition. So this is the condition we will use in our OData and SF API data dictionary. So the meaning of last modifier greater than last 100 is whatever the changes happened from the previous run, okay, till now, you need to send those records to the client system. Okay. So I will go with an example here. Uh, So consider your interface is running daily once. Okay, today your interface ran and whatever the changes happened in the system that you have sent to the client system. So the interface runs every day 10 a.m. morning 10 a.m. Today at 22nd 10 a.m. your interface ran and it has sent some employees data to the client system. That is fine. So client didn't inform you that there will be some issue. I mean there is no issues in the 22nd run. Tomorrow also your interface will run, okay, at 10 a.m. only, because we scheduled our interface to run every day 10 a.m. every day. So during that time, right? So on 22nd, you already sent the information, whatever the changes happen in between 21st 10 a.m. to 22nd 10 a.m. Now your target is to send the changes in between 22nd 10 a.m. to 23rd a.m. 23rd 10 a.m. Okay, tomorrow at 20 tomorrow is 23rd at 10 a.m. your interface is running. Since you already sent the changes between 21 to 22, you should not repeat the same changes to the client system. You should not send the same changes. So whatever the changes happen in between 22nd 10 a.m. after 10 a.m. and before 23rd 10 a.m. you need to send those record to the client system. That is here the client system in the sense SFTP only. You know the SFTP, right? Which we already discussed, secured file transfer protocol. So where we need to form the Excel structure like CSV structure and all, we need to place the file into their SFTPs and all. So that is the general requirements we will receive in real time and all. Okay. So getting the data from 22nd a 22nd 10 a.m. and in 23rd 10 a.m. right? So between 22nd 10 a.m. and in 23rd 10 a.m. So whatever the data changes happen in between these times, right? Getting this data from compound employee is very easier. We just need to write only one condition which will get the exact employee numbers and all. Whatever the changes happen for that employee, you can receive. Whereas in OData, right, you need to dedicatedly write some logics and all in order to get those records. Okay. So right now you may not understand that one, but I will show you people in real time. So how that would be written and all. So why I am saying this compound employee is easier comparing to OData API, that also we will cover and all. Okay. So now I will go with the OData API. So this is OData API screen. I will. Oh. So during that time, right, when I received that issue, I'm unable to see to resolve that issue. I need to do huge complex changes and all. So I discussed the same with my manager. They are suggesting us to develop the new interface, and finally client also accepted that one. During that time, my manager informed me to go with the compound employee API, because in my company, every employee is still using compound employee API only, because SAP might not be deprecating this API. So just imagine, like after 2018 till today, they are not deprecating that API. That means there is a lot of dependency with that API. In future, they might not deprecate also. There is a possibility they might not deprecate this API. If they deprecate also, they will come up with some other name with the OData API. That's it. The functionality will remain same. And this is OData API screen. And here, entity. Entity is nothing but API only. In SF OData API, I mean, sorry, SF API, we have only one API, which is compound employee. Whereas in OData API, we have 1008 APIs. Just imagine like which API you need to use for your requirement and all. Okay, among 1008 APIs from OData. It's difficult. I mean, picking up the APIs based on your requirement, uh, it's a bit difficult only. Okay. So there will be some codes and all in order to remember these APIs. So I will give you three codes. One is PER. Under PER, we have these many APIs. Okay. PER in the sense personal informations. Okay. See, these are the APIs. Okay. So I will just click on this per address default. The moment when I select this API, right, I have the fields under address 1, address 10, 11, 12, 13, 0, like object ID, nodes, personal external, province, start date, state, zip code, everything I can able to see. And we can able to see for this address 12 now whether the pick list available or not. So we will go in deep when we deal with the success factor integration and all. So in today's class, I mostly concentrate on this success factor UI only. Okay. If there is a time, we will go with the authentication and all, how to create the OAuth authentication but between success factor system to CI. That steps I will show it to you. See, so among 1008 APIs, we have selected only one API which is having this many fields and all. And you can expand this also. The moment when I click on this pick list options, right? Again, you have these many things and all. So right now I will come back here. Sorry. Now I will go with another API, which is per person. Entities per person I will select, which is the common API where we will use regularly per person. See, under per person, you have this many fields and all. And from per person, you can expand your API. This also we can do in our CPI as well. See, the moment when I expand this per email, so you can also see the per emails data from per person. So that expand automatically our query will take in CPI. Okay, that we can see the moment when we use our OData API, right? You can see that as well. Okay. So now we have dealt okay with the per and all. Now I will go with the EMP, where we can see the employment information. See EMP compensation, okay, EMP employment, EMP job relationships. Everything will be available in this EMP API. Okay, it's not API, but under the moment when you select EMP, right? So you will be having this many options. So these are the standard only. If you go into any of the organizations, right? These are the standard APIs where you can see. Right now, I will go with the EMP employment. Okay. So under EMP employment, see benefits end date, custom dates are available. Okay. Person ID external. So user ID, start date, service date. So these are the dates available in the EMP employment. So EMP employment is nothing but employment information from our compound employee API. Okay. Per person is nothing but personal information from compound employee API. I'm just mapping this one from this API to this API. Okay. Employment is nothing but employment information. We have the employment information of from our compound employee API, right? So which is the parent of job information. Okay. See, from employment information, again you can navigate to the EMPU job. So this navigation is also possible. This expands and all we can do our in our CA and all. That I will show you in the demo classes. Okay. I mean in the upcoming classes. This is EMP, and there are foundation objects, FO business unit company. So I will go with business unit now. Okay, see from FO business unit API, you can see this many things and all. From FO business unit to FO company, you can navigate. Okay, so this is about the OData API. And in OData API, right? So now I will go with person. So where we will be using this regularly. Sorry. So from this API, right? We will be having some uh, rules and all here, whether it is a business key or not. Business key in the sense primary key field or not. From our per person, person ID external is the key field. True in the sense it is a key field. False in the sense that is not a key field. So you can either ascending or descending order, you can sort this one. And from SAP, you can see whether this field can be nullable or not. So generally primary field cannot be nullable. It should be some data will be available on that field, right? That is the reason it is false. Whereas rest of the fields like country of birth, that and all, you can maintain it as a blank. Okay. So please map this data to the personal information of that employee. So the moment when we navigate to the any of the employee profile, right? So SAP, they are saying that personal directional is mandatory and you can maintain your country of birth. Okay, under personal information, there will be a field called country of birth. Either you can maintain it or not. See, nullable. If you can make it as a blank, that is also fine. This success factor UI will accept this one. Okay, and SAP required is false and creatable from integration. So we can create or not. We can update these fields or not. Observable or not. Visible or not. I mean, for few of the fields where we cannot view in our UI. Visible, sortable, okay, filterable. You can filter. True in the sense you can filter this field. So we can do the sorting also. And personal data, something that they have written. So maximum length, everything they have written here. So every field has these things and all. There will be some fields where we cannot query also. Okay. I guess I covered all the things from SF API data dictionary to the OData API data dictionary.
These are API fields, right?
Yeah, fields.
API fields, right?
Yeah, this
Meaning
is
this.
this is API. Per person is an API. Under this API, we have these many fields.
Uh,
And
the-
success factor team people will call this as an entity. If you are referring, to the success factor people, right? If you say this per person as an entity, then only they can relate this one. If you say per person as an API to the success factor team people, they don't know what exactly the API stands for. Okay, some of the people they don't know. But
ah,
in our integration terminology, we will be calling this per person as an API.
usually database table fields uh, have some kind of these specifications, right? So,
Mhm.
so they have given all these features in the API itself.
Yes.
Uh, okay,
In SAP, we will be having the tables and all, and
right,
you can navigate to the table and you can view the data.
correct.
Whereas in success factor, in order to view one single employee data, right, you need to navigate to this one. You need to select. Generally, we will go with employee numbers and all. Currently, I don't remember any of the employees. Some Smith and all I will take. Okay. Okay. I will go Rachel. Okay. So to view the data, yeah, from like every time I need to navigate to this employee profile and I need to see the data will be available here. So this is just the data type. What is the data type of this field? So in which API, what exactly the field is available. That is what we can able to see. You cannot go to the emp job and search for the date of birth here, right? Date of birth cannot be available in the job informations and all. So that would be mostly with the personal info. Date of birth, nothing but a personal information, right? So that and all will be available here only. So you should be very familiar with the APIs. Then only you will be knowing in which API what data is available. Okay, it is very hard to remember in a single go. It will take time. Okay. Generally, if you receive any kind of requirement, right, during that time, this success factor team is there. Now they know what exactly the field were available in which API and all. Okay, for mapping purposes and all, they will clearly mention us like so under per person we have this per email. Under per email, I want this email type and I want this email. This navigations and all they will provide. We no need to worry and all. Okay. Any questions on this part like compound employee API and OData API?
No questions.
Okay. Time is 1 minute. It's 8:06 now. Do you people have time or else we'll continue tomorrow? If you have time, like I can proceed. Mhm.
We can
I just
continue.
okay. So to like now, right? So I will just explain one authentication mechanism that what steps and all from CA to this one success factors. So since I already created, right, I don't want to use the same tenants and all. If you are in front of system, right, if you can able to share your tenant username and password so that I can create it for you people so that you can use that one. Okay, what I can do for now, right? So better we'll take some 5 minutes break now.
Okay.
Okay.
So don't go out of this screen like so we will be in the call only. So we can take some 5 minutes break. So shall we connect at 9:05? Don't disconnect from this call. Like we'll connect, we'll join at 9:05.
At 9, huh? What do you say? 8:15.
9:10 is okay for you. 9:05 or 9:10.
It doesn't.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 8:05 or 8:10.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, we'll connect at sorry 8:20. I am done. So what? So we'll connect at 8:20.
Okay.
So meantime, you please share your user, I mean this tenant URL, username and password. Any of one you people. So
Oh,
with,
right. I just installed.
okay,
Okay. I need to see whether it's working.
okay,
I'll try.
okay. Like Janavi, if you have the tenant URL and username and password, so that you can share for you, I can create the auth steps and all.
Okay.
And Ramesh can go through this video so he can create. Okay, we'll join at 8:20.
Okay.
Hello. Hope you people are back to the class and all.
Oh, I didn't hear you, Abhi.
You're back, right? I mean, to listen the class and all. So from your
Yes.
side, it's okay. From Ramesh, you are available, no?
Yes.
Okay. We'll share my screen and we'll proceed with the authentication now.
How much Swati won't be aware, attending this week?
Uh, I don't know. Uh,
You're
regression
saying
flow.
some she's unavailable from 23rd or something, 21st or 28 or something like that.
Mm. So we'll discuss that one like after the class. Okay, so there are some things, right? I cannot spell in the recordings. Okay, I will explain it to you after the class, like what exactly happened. Hello, you can hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, no, no problem.
okay. Uh, accepted. One package, I'm creating one more interface here. I'll open this interface. So we have dedicated success factor adapter to query the data from the success factor system only. Okay. So since we have that adapter, like we can use that one. So if there is no such adapters, so we used to go with the HTTP. Okay. Since all SAP already created that adapter for us, so we will go with that only. So timer I will use. So still we haven't created anything. So I just want to show you people like what are the authentications methods are available from SuccessFactors system. So that can be shown once I select the adapter. So request reply we use like in order to get the data from the systems and all, right. Connect to the system. See the moment when I select right here, so we have SuccessFactors dedicated adapter. We have this many options. So we will go with OData V2 for OData adapters and all. And we will go with SOAP when we have uh, this one, compound employee. Okay, in general, we will go with OData V2 or SOAP. For now, I will click on this SOAP.
Is this OData response messages, does it come as a JSON messages?
No, XML.
XML. Usually
Yeah,
SOAP we heard, right? It is the one way of
XML only.
enveloping message in one method, one way,
It
right?
is, yeah, it is like when you use SOAP adapter, right? It will
Ah,
support huge number of, huge payloads and all it will support, whereas OData cannot.
Usually this SOAP I heard very long back, decades back, it has been using.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So OData is very specific to newer way of
Querying the data. So from OData API, right, you have a
uh,
dedicated fields where you can select the each field, whatever the field that you require, that and
yeah,
all you can do.
yeah.
From but where in SOAP, right? So the moment when you select the API, right, whatever the data is available in that API, you will be getting the entire data. So it is like SOAP will support huge number of lengthy payloads and all, whereas OData cannot support that kind of data. Okay. Uh, so I'm not discussing about the adapters today. Just focus on this authentication. Okay. So this what is the address that we need to provide? How to create this credentials name? So how to go with basic or auth? So basic you can forget. So no more we are using this one. Okay. If so, you know the basic authentication, right? That username and password we will provide. That's it. And that credential name we will update here. So that's basics for Biceptor and all. I guess we already used this one. So no need of discussing the same again. So this OAuth is completely new for us. So since I selected the success factor adapter, right? So we have two authentication mechanisms. One is basic and second one is OAuth. The two OAuth SAML barrier assertion. I will get duplicate this time. See, you have only two options here. Either you can go with basic or OAuth SAML barrier assertion. So where exactly we will create this credentials name from the in the integration suite, we will be maintaining the credentials and all right. So that is under monitor security material. So under security material, we will be creating our credentials and all. See, there are some steps, right? So to create this OAuth and all, so we need to follow some steps and all. So I have given almost out of 3 interviews, okay, 2 interviewer has asked these questions to me. Okay, what are the exact steps that we will follow in order to create OAuth authentication from the success factor to the CI? Since I have huge experience in success factor integration, so this is the one of the question that they will ask. Okay, so my experience mostly on success factor integration only. Hmm. Okay, now I will go with this security material.
You were
Okay,
raised in success factors.
sorry,
You were
rise.
raised like you were that is your school or something like that.
Hmm. See, I requested to work. I just want to work on the test for on integrations and all. And my managers, right, in EY and all, they are saying like S4HANA integration. Since you already worked on SuccessFactor integration, S4HANA integration is bit easier for you. I don't want to put in a easier project where you can handle easily. I don't want to be in that projects and all. Currently, we have more integration in SuccessFactor, and they are not living. They are not relieving me from one of the project and move to the second projects and all. So see, there is one more area I need to learn more like on S4HANA integrations. So I don't have any knowledge on that S4HANA, but I know the interfaces, what they exactly they will develop. Whatever the interfaces that I have developed in SuccessFactor integration, right? That is the 50% of the design and all. So consider if I used at least how can I say? So I would say so S4HANA integration is the complexity. If you compare from SuccessFactor to S4HANA, the complexity is bit high in SuccessFactor integrations. Whereas in S4HANA, there won't be that much logics and all we need to develop. There won't be huge logics and all because the reason is from SF integration, it is your responsibility to query the data. Your in the sense our responsibility to get the data from the respective success factor OData API or compound employee API. If you are not receiving the data into your system means that is our mistake only. Somewhere in the query we have done some mistakes. That is the reason it is not getting into the our cloud integration system. Whereas in this one, right, S4HANA, ABAPer will develop some logics and all. Okay, we will share our endpoint to them and they will trigger their program into that endpoint and they will share the data to us. So whatever the data that ABAPer are sharing to us, we will use that data and we used to do some mapping, some conversions and all with the security in secured way. We will be sending the data to the third party systems or SFTPs or mails and all that we will be doing. So during S4HANA integration, right? So that fetching and all is not that much complex, I would say, because where ABAPer is already sending the data, they are doing some filters, conversions, everything they will do in a web service or some other way, they will send the data to us. Okay, so in S4HANA integration, they are using the concept called cloud connector. So generally S4HANA is our on-premise system only, right? It's not completely cloud. Okay, so in order to make it worked as a cloud, right, we will be using the cloud connector in our CI. So in few of the companies, basis people are doing this work on top. The cloud connector activation from cloud integration to the S4 HANA integration. That is basis team responsibility. Whereas in few companies, cloud integration developers are doing that one. If they have the access, they will do that one. So currently, I am not aware about that cloud connector activation and all. Okay, I requested my managers and all, but I don't know when I will receive the work on S4HANA integration. At least I should have that experience like 5 to 6 months. That is enough for me so that I can learn like much as I can. So there are many integrations. Salesforce integration is also bit challenging. That is what I heard. And ADP, SF2 ADP, I have seen that interfaces are bit complex only. And
Yeah, you mentioned one time ADP, how difficult it is to update something in the
yeah,
ADP system.
correct. They have given us like almost 30 APIs.
Hmm.
Okay, for each employee, I mean, each employee data has to move to the 30 APIs. Okay, during that time to in order to maintain 30 APIs in, I mean, it's a bit difficult. Okay, so they want every personal information in one API. So I will go with that one since we are in that page so that I can explain that one in a better way. See, you know this one, right? This employee profile, how to view this employee profile and all.
Yeah.
So I will go with that ADP interface. So under personal information, so you will be having this information. Under biological, this one. Address information, this one. Okay. ADP has given specific API to them to connect with them, and they have specific structure in order to send the data to the specific API. Then only they will accept the record. Otherwise, they won't accept it. Okay. So in order to maintain this personal information, right? That structure and all they will provide. If you log in into that ADP portals and all, you can see the structure. Okay. 1 minute. Currently, so I guess we cannot able to log in the ADP system with our Gmails and all. I guess it won't accept it. I tried in my systems and all, it is not allowing me to log in. So there will be some ADP support is required in order to log in and all. Okay. So for personal information, there is a dedicated API. Then only they will accept this information into their system. It is like we need to send this information to the ADP system. Okay. Whatever the data that they have maintained here, we need to send the same information to the ADP system. It is like we are updating or inserting the data to ADP. Okay. If you want to maintain this, if you want to send this biological information, oh, sorry, biographical information, so we need to send the data in a specific structure, then only they will accept this information into their system and all. Each API has different structures and all, and we need to form that kind of structures using the graphical mapping or XSLT mapping or Groovy scripting. Any of three you can use in order to form the structures and all. Okay, we need to convert it and we need to update the data into the ADP system. So there is no such API where you can do everything in single go. There is no such API in from ADP. You cannot do that one. So if you want to send this if you want to send this personal information, there is a dedicated API. Biographical, there is a different API. Address information, there is a different API. Contact information, there is a different API for each employee. So consider you will be having almost 20 plus APIs and you need to hit the ADP server again and again in order to maintain one employee record. That is the challenging task that I have seen. Still one of the challenging tasks which I have worked on, I would say. In in our company also, there is a dedicated like my senior who is from onshore who worked on worked on this ADP interface. Whatever the interface that I already supported in my ex company, the same requirement he got. Whatever the logics that we have implemented in ADP interface in my company, ex company. So if you compare with the logic that my senior, the current senior has written from the onshore, not from the current senior, like that project is completed. Now I'm in completely different project. So whatever this one onshore senior has, the approach is completely different. The current senior went with the completely graphical mapping. He don't want to write any Groovy scripts or XSLT mapping because they are not aware about how to write this and all. They dealt everything with the message mapping only. The farming the structure is very easier only. That won't be any problem. But whereas my in X company, right, they have written complete XSLT code that is more than 10,000 lines. Just imagine they, in order to form this more than 20 API structure, they have used only one XSLT code which is having more than 10,000 lines in order to form the structure. After that, they have used the splitter to send each record. So after sending the each employee record, you will be having the personal information, address information, national ID, compensation, job, employment, and 100. Again, using another splitter, that is iterative splitter, it will iterate the same structure again and again. Okay, so in order to iterate that splitter, right, they need to form some specific structure which will iterate the same employee data until it out of that iterations and all. Okay, in each iterations, they are using the API name. So that API name they are storing in a property. Okay, so that property in the URL they are calling. Okay, the moment when you are sending the data to the API, right, they are excluding the API name because IDP won't accept again. If you are sending any additional fields also, ADP won't accept it. they want the structure should be very clear. I mean, it's not only ADP. So whatever the system you are dealing right in real time, if you are, if you are updating any data into the third party systems and all, during that time you should follow the naming convention and this structures and all how they have provided only. Okay. So during that time, we need to exclude the things which we already written and all, and we need to form the clear structure and we need to send the data. Once personal is information is updated for this employee, since you are iterating the information, this employee information, so now the biological information, so biographical information will come during that time. So you will form the structure in the XSLT. In the XSLT, you have that API that for biographical information you have that API. So that API you will be storing in a property and that property you will be calling into the HTTP adapter. Okay, the moment when you are trying to send the data like this information into ADP, right? We should exclude the unnecessary data which we already added into the ADP structures and all. So likewise, for each employee, consider there will be like at least more than 15, more than. So currently I could see very minimal data in the demo system, whereas in real time, right, you will be seeing multiple, huge data. So for us, right, I have seen like there are 30 APIs. Okay,
Okay.
for each employee, they maintain 30 APIs. 30 times it should reiterate and send the data to ADP. So every employee doesn't have every information. Okay. Uh, so but every employee has the basic information like personal information, address information, contact, and the job compensation and all, right?
Mm.
Okay. For this information, they have to iterate that many times and they need to figure out what is the exact API for this information. And they should maintain that API into the property and use that API only. You cannot send the job information into uh, personal information. Okay, the API complete URL should change.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
if you remember, right, we are trying to upsert the one employee data into some other system. During that time,
Mm.
I have given one assignment, right? If you are trying to upsert one employee data, at last I requested you people to send employee number so that it will upsert the data of that employee only. It
Mm.
won't consider another employee. So in the similar way, so in the assignment we are using the employee number at last. But
Mm.
here, every time every employee, this one, if you are sending personal information, right, there will be some key fields where we need to send. That is personal ID external. ID we should be sending for each of the APIs. That is the key field. So if you
Mm.
send the key field only for that employee only, we will be updating the record. So you cannot send some random API and say, asking the ADP to update the information, right? So there is a key field that we need to send that ADP will provide to us. Like what is the key field name that we need to send, but that mapping and all we need to handle in our system only. That CI system. Okay. So I have that interface handy with me. I will show it to you. Okay. So that is the version one only, not the full version.
Mm.
Uh, so I will show it to you people. Uh, so if you want to put that one right, so for your interviews and all, it will be very helpful.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
interdependent, right? Interdependent uh, APIs. You have to
uh,
know very specifically what to call first, what to call second, what to call
correct.
third.
Yes, and
Hierarchical level, you will have to insert into the target
correct,
system.
correct,
You cannot
and
do child before parent,
correct. Uh,
parent, like
Yes,
that, right?
exactly. That is what I'm trying to
Same.
explain now.
Yeah.
So you cannot directly update the job information first before upsetting the personal information of that employee.
Yeah. Your
Yeah,
compound employee you showed us, right?
yeah,
Same. In a hierarchical level, we will have to call
uh,
that API in a
API,
hierarchical level.
correct. That logics, that hierarchy and all that ADP people will help us on that one. So what is the
Ah,
first API that we
uh,
need to go? So what is second, third, that and all that they will help us on that one.
okay. Okay. Hmm. So which
Hmm.
one is easy? Which one, end of the day, uh, is the easiest way to, like, maintainability, or one is graphical method approach followed
Yes.
currently. Earlier,
Hmm.
you have followed very difficult, very
E-
complicated logic,
XSLT.
uh, but
Yeah.
only one interface will do everything.
Yes. So both of the interfaces, right? So in my ex company, they handle everything with XSLT.
Uh,
In my current company, they have gone with the graphical mapping. That
mm,
too, to in order to maintain that interface, right? They have used almost 30 to 40 message mappings.
ah, right.
See, I would say logically going with XSLT is very easier than graphical mapping
Ah, ah,
because if there is any changes happen, consider so our topic completely moved to the different topic here. Okay, so this OAuth and all we'll discuss tomorrow. So
okay.
since we are in ADP topic, right?
Yeah.
So currently, so the moment when I was in the refresher, during that time, ADP accepting only V1 version. Okay, I will come out of this one. Okay, there are V1 version only. So till I was 2014, I guess 2023. Okay, 2023. ADP accepting only V1 version. So during that time, whatever the interface that they have developed is working fine only. All of the sudden, without informing us, okay, without informing cloud integration people, so they upgraded their system, ADP system. They upgraded their system to on 2024 Jan. Consider it is Jan. They upgraded their system to V2. Okay, whatever the APIs are supporting in V1 won't support in V2. Whatever the XSLT that we have written in CI, it is not forming the exact structure which is which V2 is expecting. So they have written the logic for V1 version only. So they don't know, right, whether the client will migrate with V2 or not. The V2 structures are completely different compared to V1 and all. During the time, the ADP team doesn't, they didn't inform us like we are migrating with the V2 and all. So this transition from V2 to V1 to V2, right?
Mm.
So, however, we need to handle only. So to handle this, to figure out this issue, do you think how many days we have taken? Client didn't inform us. They are not saying that they have done something from their end. They are not informing anything to us. As in the sense here, cloud integration. So in order to figure out this issue, right, it has taken, I guess,
2, 3
22
weeks.
days. 22 days.
2, 3 weeks, I
So,
said.
yes, yeah, correct. Almost 22 days we have taken. 22, see, during this case, from day one of the, we are in the calls with the clients and all. So, but they are not saying that they migrated from V2 to V1 to V2. They are not saying that one, and we are not aware like so what exactly they did and all. So we are keep on thinking like something is happened from CI. Due to some reason, this CI is not sending the data to ADP and all. Due to some reason, it is failing and all. So we have raised a request to ADP only, saying that during this period it was working for only many years. We have supported this interface, which is working fine only. After some days, I don't know. We have given the date also from the when this interface is failing. So we have given our dates like from this day, our interfaces keep on failing. We don't know what exactly the changes happen in CAR in ADP. So during that time, right, the moment when we raise the ADP tickets and all, So they came into the call and they are saying that your client is migrated to V2, and whatever the changes that you are sending, right, is the V1 version you are sending. This is the information we got from the ADP team. So now client accepted that, so they migrated without informing anything to us. Anything us in the sense cloud integration. During that time, like huge escalations and happened. My manager's manager also came into that calls and all. So during that time, like uh, there is no mistake done from our team and all. Okay, it's mistake from client side only. They accepted it. So in order to migrate from V1 to V2 structure, right, they have written 10,000 lines of code. Just imagine in order to change that one without, during that time I don't have this charge GPT cloud and all. Okay. uh, we have to write the code. I mean, I need to reform the structure in a such a way that it should accept for all of the APIs, and we need to reform the structures and all. The field names, uh, what is under the which field, what is the exact value sent should be sended. The structure and all I need to reform. Okay. So after the call, after 1 or 2 days, ADP people, ADP in the sense here from the client side, one of the functional team guy has joined that call, and he has given the structures and all. So for them, onboarding. So onboarding API is very important for them. Okay. So whenever employee joined into the organization, right, this is one of the API which will keep running in the background. So they want this API should work at any cost. So within 2 days, they have given the 2 days time frame only. Within 2 days, we need to resolve the ADP issue. Whenever an employee joins in the into success factor team, right, there will be some portals and all. So whenever they are onboarding any of the employee, during that time, our CA integration should run and it should send the data to the ADP. So during that time, they have given this API. So we need to work on this API in 2 days. During that time, I don't know what is the XSLT also. I mean, what is the code that they have written in XSLT. So in order to understand that 10,000 codes of line, right? For me, it has taken time only. It's not.
Correct.
So during that time, I was like very fresher only. Don't even have like 3 months of experience also in cloud integration.
Right.
Okay, so we used to sit and keep on checking the XSLT where exactly they are, what exactly they are doing. So during that time only, I learned about this XSLT. So I just gone through each APIs and all, like what exactly, how they are forming the structure. I have taken the reference of V1, and so what is the so this is the API where exactly they are forming the onboarding API. So I was referring from V1 structure from our in cloud integration, how they are forming the onboarding API structure in cloud integration. First, I concentrate on this part. So then I can change it to V2, or where exactly they have written the V1 structure, right? In the same way, I can, if I do the same changes to the V2, right, that will work. So that we figured out. Like for me, it has taken almost 2 days there only. Like, so again, I have requested my client saying that I want uh, 2 more days like that to in order to this API to work. So during the time, even the client is supporting us only because the mistake happened from their side only, right? Okay. So in order to form this V1 to V2, right? For me, it has taken almost 5 days. It's not even 2 days, like it has taken 5 days. During that time, I have reformed the entire structure. All of the sudden, my API is working. So on Sunday night, it worked. Okay, even during that time, I worked on like Saturday, Sundays also. Uh, Somehow it worked there. Like I maintain whatever the data. So I have taken the reference of V2 now. So in the same structure I formed. So in the same structure, I used to send the compound employee data. Okay, if you gone through like XSLT and Groovy script and graphical mapping, right? So currently we are getting this compound employee API structure. Okay, so they have their dedicated structure. We need to send that structure only in order data to be upserted. So they have given the onboarding API structure and have formed that structure so that it will upsert the data to the ADP handle. Somehow it worked, and uh, this API onboarding API worked very well. But
Right.
there are some more like more than they have given. I guess 15 APIs, I guess. So only 15 APIs are migrated to V1, sorry, V1 to V2. There are some APIs with they are still accepting V1 version. So no need to change this V1 version now, since it is working fine. Only 15 APIs, I guess, they migrated from V1 to V2. So those 15 structures I need to form. For them currently, during that time, right, onboarding API is one of the API which is very important. So we concentrate on them. So it is working fine. So another like we have taken almost one more week in order to make change for the different APIs and all.
Yeah.
So to figure out so what I am saying, na, so the logics and all somehow we can implement. That won't be any problem. But so just imagine we don't know they have migrated and all, right? This phase we don't know. And even client is not saying that they have migrated from V1 to V2 and all. Without knowing this information, if you try to implement some logics and all, it won't work. So we need to know what exactly happened, what exactly that they are expecting and all. Then only we can develop our interfaces and all very clearly. And so in past experiences, right, I have one more requirement. Like so whenever employee joined into the organization, okay, so that employee event will be H, I guess, job information event H. Okay, uh, during that time, if you see any of the employee event as H, I need to and there will be so if you are querying the delta records, right? So you will be getting the another field called action here. So that we will see in our classes so that you will remember. Okay. So action here is so we will get this kind of information from the success factors only. Okay. So if you see any of the employee join into the organization with the event H, and if you can see that employee action is insert, during that time I need to consider this employee as a completely new employee, and during that time I need to send an email to his manager. His manager, who is his manager ID? See, Lester or something. Okay. To this manager, I need to send an email. Currently, his manager ID is not available under his job information. Sorry, his manager email ID is available. So using ID, how to get the his manager information? That is the one of the thing that we need to do. So in order to do this one, right, I have developed a huge complex logic which is not required and all. Okay, if I got such kind of a requirement now, so for me it will take like 3 to 4 hours to develop that interface. So during that time when I was a fresher, right, so it has taken almost 1 week to develop that interface, and during that time I have written some worst logics and all, which is general not required at all. Okay, so that is how I developed. Okay.
It may be in some other context you need to bring probably.
Mm. So the query is correct only, but some unnecessary logics and all I have written.
Yeah,
So which and
definitely.
all not required. But if I compare, so during that time I was very less experienced,
Yeah.
uh, and my seniors are also right. During that time they won't see our interfaces and all. So that
Yeah,
is mid-level company. They won't see the interface, what exactly the logics that they have written and all. If something is working fine,
that's fine.
uh, they won't check. If something is
Mhm.
not working, then only they will come up and suggest something. Otherwise, no one will
Yeah,
do any suggestions on that part.
yeah.
Hmm,
There is
that
no this what is that code what do you say normal code uh, code walkthrough or something they do it.
no, no. In our company during that time, we don't have any. Currently in EY also, they are not doing such
Yeah,
things on
yeah,
that.
no interface level nobody does it actually.
Uh,
Uh, Usually I have seen.
I guess in ABAP there will be some T codes and all where we can do the performance test and all. Whereas
Uh,
in CPI also we can check. So if you trace your interface, right? So where exactly it is taking time and all you can see. If you go into the trace, not
mm,
in CPI helper, not from the helper. If you go into the actual trace from the CI,
mm,
you can see where exactly our interface is taking time and all. That and all you can see.
mm,
So if something is taking time, we need to concentrate on that part and try to enhance that
mm,
one.
right.
Okay.
Mm, got it. The complications of it. But
Yeah.
anyway, XSLT expertise you have got. If,
Correct.
if some interface has a complicated XSLT, you can easily pitch in
Yes, yes, I can.
without any fear, actually, without any.
Yeah.
Uh, that helped you. But we
Yeah. So
learned
in
two of the things now. One is
yes,
accessibility, one is graphical. How many
graphical mapping.
interfaces we have to develop. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen this thing in some other project also. Same situation.
Okay, okay.
Some web methods. They
Web
have
methods.
accessibility. They have complicated accessibility, and nobody is willing to touch that one.
Okay.
So that has to be break and do message mappings for each different structure.
Okay.
Same similar like same kind of thing. Actually, now I am able to
Oh,
uh,
relate them.
uh, relate them. Actually, when I
Yeah.
recently went to some interview,
Okay,
CPA,
okay. Okay.
CPA, CA.
Okay.
They were asking how many years you have put, and I was saying I don't have any experience.
Okay.
But they're saying something you mentioned some last previous XIRPA something like that. You
Okay,
put
okay.
some years and
Mm-hmm.
they only put 2 years. Then I
PAPO.
went PAPO like in
Yeah.
some I know vaguely so they only put and they only took me to the interview and they did everything
Okay.
and
It's all went good
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah, all went all theoretical they asked we all splitter
Okay.
curl all the theoretical they put some
Mm.
written test for 30 bits
Okay.
all things we have discussed already.
Okay. Okay.
All small topics, whatever palette functions, right? That
Yeah.
only they asked. I anyway, I was able to recollect it immediately
Okay. Okay.
because it was fresh, though I do not much practice. But all
Okay. Okay.
theory, right? So theory
Yeah. Yeah.
easy, right?
Yeah.
So that went well, and then group discussion. Group discussion also it was all we last time
Yeah.
something discussed about AI, right? Implementing AI in
Yes. Yes.
so same kind of discussion they started. That was
Okay.
very
Okay.
useful for me because I discussed with you, right? So
Yeah.
what is AI and all.
Yeah.
So that kind of group discussion things happened.
Mm-hmm.
Then they said they'll come back, and then later they came back
Mm-hmm.
saying that currently it was hold the positions
Okay.
and all. We'll get you back
Okay. Okay.
once if it is confirmed and all like that. Few people have got me emails.
Okay.
But it was some experience actually. It was
Okay. Okay.
okay. Thanks. You were saying
Mhm. And so right now, right? I mean, this one, whatever the integration that we are discussing, right? So
Hmm.
so I would say this is the actual integration. So whatever the things that we discussed, I want to just introduce that CA to you people,
Hmm.
so that you will be familiar with the palette functions and all. So now onwards, whatever the screens that we are seeing from success factor to the CA, right, the authentication methods, the querying the data, so
Hmm.
so how to use the splitter, when to you go for gather messages mapping, XSLT, Groovy script, what are headers, properties, everything.
Hmm.
So how to use that one is the, for you it will be like a bit challenging only. You need to concentrate on more on this CA. No.
Hmm.
So anyways, I hearing from Ramesh and Jahnavi, right? Some positive things and all. Like even Jahnavi got an offer from one company. Since she has that ABAP background and cloud integration background, right?
Yeah.
She got an offer, and I guess she's planning to move that company.
Very nice.
Yeah, currently, so the market is bit higher for this cloud integration and all.
I think it's because of migrations
Correct.
that
From PIPO to CI.
as well as
Huge
ECC to H4 Ana. If it is only
S4 HANA.
PI to PO, that there are few thousands only. But it
Mm-hmm.
is huge, right? ECC to
S4
H4.
HANA is very big.
S4 Ana is huge, uh,
Migrations and all. Yeah.
huge migrate. Like both the sides, they will have to take up CPI as well.
Mm-hmm.
Along with S4 HANA, they will have to take up with CPI, right? Instead of
Correct.
PIPO. So
Mm-hmm.
there is the opportunity. I think that is good actually. We need to see if it uh, uh, really comes.
Yeah. Yes, we will be getting the good companies and all. We'll see.
Mm.
Uh, shall we proceed to discuss this authentication, or shall we drop? Suddenly, some other
Yeah,
topic came up and we moved into the topic. So, what is the plan now? Like, we'll proceed or we'll take break? Uh, Janay, for you, I don't know about the Ramesh, right? Like, he has huge experience in SAP and all.
Mm.
So, from him also, like, we can learn this SAP things and all. Functionality wise, he is very good. I know,
uh,
like, Mahesh has informed me on that part. So, functionality and all, you can understand. Even the in the classes, right? So, so whenever we are asked, I mean, I'm trying to ask any question, right? Either you or Jahnavi can, for sure, you people will respond.
yeah. That's a little bit of overall understanding. It will help actually, and I think
Correct.
uh,
Yeah.
so
So,
so we
yeah. Uh,
will do
you,
tomorrow or something.
okay, tomorrow. Okay.
And
Uh, yeah.
I cannot join tomorrow, but I'll watch the recording tomorrow and I'll ask any question doubts.
Okay, if you are not joining, no. So, Ramesh, is that okay if we can join on Monday?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine for me. No
Uh,
problem. Okay.
okay, because this like a few days. I want you both should be in the call so that it will be very better,
Ah,
because we are dealing with success factor now.
ah,
I don't want to miss you, any of you people in the class and all. Okay, so
ah.
we'll connect on Monday morning only. So if it is possible for both of you, right, to attend
Ah.
the sessions at evening times, like after 8 p.m. also, so we will try to manage 2 sessions per day. So I won't go in deep and all. Okay, my target is to help you people on understanding the concepts and all.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have understood the concept, then only you can deal with any of the integrations. Okay, since we are dealing with the one of the complex integrations in CI, so
Ah.
if you understand this one right, you can handle in future what of the integration that you will receive. So it is not like you learn success factor integration. In future also you will get the success factor integration only. You might get S4 or Salesforce some other integration also. Okay, during that time, in order to handle those integration also, you need to learn something like from CA how to handle some situations and all. So I will try to cover as maximum things what I can do and all. Okay. So from now onwards, don't miss any classes. If you miss, you please rewatch them and try to do the assignments as early as possible. If you have any
Okay.
questions, please reach out to me so that I can help you people. Okay. And regarding this one, right, 2 sessions per day. If you are available, both right in the group, you can ping me. So if both are available, I will take the class. If one of the people is not available, also I won't take. So I want you both should be on the call.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be available at 8 p.m. if you want to take the class in the
Okay.
evening.
Okay. Daily.
Yes.
Okay. From Ramesh. So
Yeah.
morning one class and evening one class.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So like okay, I will split the topics so that I can cover all the things on all. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, okay. So tomorrow, no class tomorrow. Like we'll connect on Monday. Okay. Happy Sunday, both of you, and we'll connect on Monday. Thank you and bye.
Okay. 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 One moment. I just wanted to share
Okay.
my screen.
Okay. Allow.
So you were able to see.
Format is
Uh,
not
yeah.
multiple.
Just a moment. See,
Uh, right now, I'm unable to see anything. You can reshare it once again. Now I can.
right? Okay. The lag is there. So, after
Uh,
all refresh, small installation happen individual components, and I see this one actually. Then I do not know where to navigate.
okay. Ramesh, shall we join personally? Currently, this session is recording now. So,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
for
No.
you people, if you go through this recording, it will take use time. So, we will end this class. Like, you can share one of the links so that we both will join and discuss about this one.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.